Life is busy and cluttered. There is more information, more emails, more tasks to get through each day, and not enough space. By space, I mean time to think and rest and plan and breathe. Space to be creative, space to be curious, space to invest in people we love or even ourselves, and to think about who we are and what really matters to us. But the challenge is when I think about the leaders I coach and the people I work with as a productivity consultant, people tell me that there's no space. We long for less, not more. We long to slow down, to be still, to actually have time to do things carefully. And yet there is more and more and more and more. So if this glass represents our finite capacity, our limited time, energy, and attention, well, then this overflowing glass is life in the digital age. There are endless emails and tasks and projects and meetings. In our personal life, there's school drop-off and pickups and dance rehearsals and renovations and of course the Netflix episodes and goofy YouTube clips you'd like to see. I mean, it just goes on and on. And the thing is, if you give me more time, there's always more water to fill up the glass with. And so increasing the size of your glass by trying to be efficient and outrun busyness isn't sustainable. The solution to managing your life and your time in an overflowing glass world where there is more and more is to think about who you are and what you value, to think about where you're heading and what things need to go in the glass first and what can flow out. It's about thinking about your priorities and about what truly matters in work and life so that you can have the space to be your best self and to live your best life. I'm thirsty. My name's Daniel Sih and I'm the CEO of Spacemakers, and we help busy people make space in the clutter of life by shifting the way they work. I've written a number of books that have won awards about time management and work-life balance, and I'm a TEDx speaker and I coach and train leaders around the world in how to think intentionally and live an authentic life. So here's the thing, you can't outrun busyness by working harder and being more efficient and working longer hours, and not in an age of infinity scrolling and online algorithms and generative AI where there's just more and more and more. At some point, you're going to run out of space and you're going to end up busy no matter how efficient you are, unless you can stop and think about who you are, what you're trying to achieve, what goes in the glass first, and what might need to be accepted as an overflow. So if you're drawn to the idea of making space, then please let me know by hitting the like button. Because the reality is this, and I know you know this, you'll never get it all done. You'll never finish on a Friday with every list ticked off, with all your projects completed, everything neat and organized at your desk, and of course, to have a perfect body and an amazing marriage and a perfect Instagram-looking house. I mean, it's just not possible nowadays, and it's not even the aim. And this is why I think space is so important. So for me, space is about slowing down. It's about thinking and planning and walking slowly. It's about being able to enjoy a coffee or a meal and actually be present, fully present, and be thankful for what I'm doing. It's about being with my kids and my family and friends and actually not thinking about work and all the frantic things in my life, but actually just being there and playing that board game just to be with them. Space for me at work means being intentional in how I use my day. Rather than pushing emails around all day, it's about getting into the zone and achieving something that actually matters. And in the bigger picture, it's space to be silent and to reflect on my inner life and to like who I am and to care for myself and to care for those around me, to make a contribution that actually matters. So in an overflowing glass world, it's not just about prioritization and what goes in and what flows out. It's actually about accepting reality, accepting that you'll never get it all done, that life is messy and there are some things that need to go in the glass first, and there are some things that will naturally overflow. This may sound like bad news, the idea that you'll never get it all done, but actually I find it very liberating, because once you accept reality, once you accept the way things are, then you can start to make informed choices about how you shape your time and what you allow to flow out and not feel guilty about it. And I think that's great news. So this YouTube channel is all about the making and meaning of space. It's an invitation for you to explore what it means to slow down and to be intentional and authentic in the way you live and work. So I'd love to take you on a journey to explore what it means to make space in your life. Whether you're a busy professional and you're feeling overwhelmed by email and projects and tasks and need space in practical ways like getting your inbox to zero, or whether you're someone who's thinking about the big picture in life and wondering, well, what career do I want to be in? What job? What life? And how do I actually plan my life in an intentional way? Or maybe a parent who's just struggling with a lack of space because their kids are frantic and online too much, and you need to be a tech healthy parent. The beautiful thing about space is you don't need a lot in order to experience a far better life. I want to teach you a few small practical steps to transform the way you live and work in every area of life, and to explore different videos to help you make those small steps and to build space in your life one small step at a time. So think about that overflowing glass in your life and the water that is flowing in. I want you to think deeply about who are the people you love and who are the people you want to put in your glass first. What about the hobbies and activities that make you come alive that you're neglecting because of your digital busyness? And what about the contribution that you want to make in work and life, the projects or tasks or goals that will actually make a difference and that you're struggling to find time for? This is what making space is about. It's about living your best life. So if you're curious to know more, I would love you to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel or listen to my podcast, The Space Makers, and go on this journey with me to make space in your life. To be honest, I don't really see myself as a YouTuber, and yet I see this channel as an opportunity to share ideas from my award-winning books, from my training courses, and from the years of productivity coaching and training that I've had with leaders all around the world, hearing their stories and discovering what helps them make space in the business of life. I often ask my coaching clients this question: if you had 2 hours of guilt-free space for yourself to energize you and fill you up, how would you use that time? Please comment and let me know how you would spend 2 hours of free space. So if you take anything away from this crazy pouring water into a glass video, it's this: you can actually live a better life by making space, by doing less, not more. Reflect on that, slow down, and until next time, make space.